Hi everybody, I'm going to show you how to use Charms as a voice teacher for the wonderful recorded assessments and assignments. So the first thing you'll need to do is go to your browser and pull up Charms Office Assistant. When we spoke to each other, the row staff spoke about why we thought it would be a good idea to do this. We think it'll be an easy assessment tool. We also think that this will hold the kids more accountable for the work that they put in. We also think it'll lead to greater teacher collaboration. For instance, if I have a student who demonstrates a vocal fault and I can't figure out quite how to fix it, I'll say to one of my colleagues, "Hey, can you listen to this child's recording and see if you can figure out how to fix this fault?" Or I might just send them the student instead and say, "Hey, can you help?" All it will lead to is the kids doing better, and that's what we all want. And also having those recordings and having a clear picture that we can listen to several times if need be. The results that our students send us will lead to our lesson times being a lot more efficient, and that'll enable us to see more students per class period, and that's also our goal as well. So when you get to Charms Office Assistant, please click on the login button and put in your credentials that were tied to the Rowe High School Choir account. I know some of the other schools use Charms. Make sure you're using the one that's tied in with our account. Please click to enter Charms. Next, since this recording tool is technically an assessment, you want to go to the beautiful assessment ribbon up here, and then you want to find recordings. Go to the pull down arrow, and you can see recordings by student. And right here, if you put in their first or last name, it'll show you the recordings right here. Let's look at them by assignment. You also have the ability to make assignments if you'd like. Oh, that's accompaniments. I went to the wrong section. Sorry, guys. Assignments. That's the one. Okay, so these assignments are listed by due date, and the farther away they are, the higher up. So if we're looking for week 1, we need to scroll all the way to the bottom. You'll notice that for each week there are 4 assignments. That's because there's 4 performing classes. So I have an assignment for 2nd through 4th period, because potentially you would have kids from all of those classes auditioning for the choir. But just so that you can see how these work, if you look all the way on the right hand side, each one has a little music note that says review all, a pencil that says to modify the assignment, and delete the lesson. Please don't do that. Please go to review all. If you have a kid in chorale and you gave them an assignment for week 1, you said, "Please record this vocal exercise for me." Or if you wanted them to sing a piece for you, you could also have them record themselves singing the piece. So to find that, you would say review all. And you see right here, there's no recordings to review for this assignment. All that means is right now at this point in time, which is the 23rd, none of our chorale kids have done any assignments because they haven't seen their voice teachers yet. So for fun, I always have a test child in Charms who is perpetually in the freshman class, and we all know kids who should be in the freshman class for quite some time. And if you go to the week 1 All-State Freshman Women, just to see, oh look, test child has completed the assignment on the 22nd. If you wanted to listen to it, you could press play, and then you could grade and put a little comment there if you wish to, and then please press enter so that it's saved. If you wanted to delete the entry that they did, like, they just didn't do a good job, maybe they were ill and they need a redo, you can delete that as a teacher. They can't, but you can. Or you could delete the recording only and leave the grade. So that's an option for you. You notice that at this particular area you can go to any of the assignments. Also, If you wanted something very specific, you can make your own assignment. Go back to assignments, click create new assignment. You have an area to enter the name, instructions to the student, and if you wanted your student to perhaps give you a recording of themselves singing the whole song of Judgment, all of these are the piano accompaniments for the All-State music, and you can make your own assignments based on that. Probably more often than not, you're going to want to use cuts. So you would go to iTunes and you would shorten the accompaniment on your computer and save it as a new cut, and then you would upload that. Let me show you where you would do that. You would go to accompaniments, say choose file. This works just like a picture upload tool on regular websites that would be for social media. And say you would just have them do, the second half of Judgment. So you would have your new file that you made on your computer. You would say choose file, and then you could say second half of Judgment, and you can either leave it blank, and it will be available to everyone then. Any student who is in that class, or any of the classes for that matter, will see that assignment. Or if you know that your kid is in chorale and you only come to chorale, then you can click chorale as the class that is available to see your assignment, and you click upload. So that's how you would make your own assignment. That's completely at your discretion. We ask that you hear your students via recording at least once a week, but you're free to do it more if you wish to. So let's go back to those assignments. Notice that they all have the same indication that the assignment's given by the teacher, and it's for a grade. There's one per week for the first round that are entered. Make sure that you go to the recordings area instead of practice log. All a practice log does, and we're not actually having the students use those, but all a practice log is kind of an honor system thing that and they would type it in. They would say, I worked on Judgment measures 1 through 35 and send it to you. Well, that doesn't tell us anything, does it? So we'd rather have them complete an assignment, send it through Charms, and that way we can have our own assessment. If there are any questions on how to use this system with regard to creating your own assignments or listening to other students, please let me know. If you have a really wonderful student who is a go-getter but may not have put it in the right place, they swear that they made an assignment, they know they recorded it and sent it, but they can't find it in the assignment area, then probably what they did is they just recorded something, and but never fear, it's not lost for good. So you would want to go, if they swear that they did an assignment, you can click on the hub. The hub is on this corner right here. You click on hub, and if they did in fact do a recording, you can assess it right here. All of the recordings that they do would be just listed right here, not attached to assignments. So this will not list your assignments. It only is for those free-floating recordings that just happen to make their way through the ether. But this is a good place to check. Also, if you're trying to get in contact with your lesson students' parents or something like that, there's this area that has My Students, and if you click on those guys, say your student is test child, if that's your kid, God bless you. And you get to see all of their personal information right here. So you have a chance to talk to their test parent. You can see their student ID number if for some reason you would need that, their birthday, cell numbers for parents, and things of that nature. So know that you do have access to review that if you need to, okay? So again, if you have questions, you know where to find me. Happy charming, and I'll see you soon.